Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Kill10Rats. Welcome back to Legends of Eisenwald, outside of Castle Gipfelburg. This time around, not inside like in the last episode. We are about to go on patrol for Daniel. And... wait, what? What's going on in the Cursed Mill? Why is there two grey shields in there? Interesting. Okay. We'll have to investigate that at some point. We want to go on patrol, and the patrol says that we have to come to Daniel before midday to pick it up, and the task will take from midday till midday. The way he described it is we have to arrive before midday to pick up the quest. That is yet again one of these spots in the game where they couldn't have phrased this more awkwardly. Because before midday can mean a lot of things, and in the context of this quest it seems to mean no later than like 9 AM, because after that he's no longer talking to you about this quest, and now we're also too early, so he's not going to talk about it either. You may see what I mean when I say they could have phrased this a little bit better. The spirit is gone. Okay, now it's daytime. Can we assume that we're able to talk to him about this now? Yes, we can. Okay, so we want to join the patrol. I'm happy you agreed. Now listen to how to tell the Landgraf's troublemakers from honest travelers. First of all, they never take women with them. Secondly, they're not stupid enough to gather in big bands. Usually they appear on the outskirts in groups no larger than 8 men. Thirdly, they often dress as common peasants or even monks who supposedly are heading to pray at St. Lebuin's Cathedral. And they often appear in these lands before dawn when all honest people are still sleeping, not traveling. They usually hurry, yet try to keep their distance from each other. In other words, they don't bunch up. They do it on purpose so that if needed, they can say they don't know each other at all. Having promised them loot, the Landgraf mostly gathers them from the north and the west, thus you can always recognize them by their special accent that is spread there in Westfalen and Bas-Rhin. I guess this is supposed to be Niederrhein, like the lower Rhine area, if I got my understanding of French correctly lodged in my head. Not sure why he puts it that way. Maybe that's the English term for it, I don't know. Like German word would be Niederrhein or Krefeld. That general direction, which is, I think, somewhat neighboring Westfalen at any rate. But the most important thing is that when they meet a knight on the road, they try to look down and hide their face. You understand why. I should say you really described a lot of signs. In this case, it's easy to take any passerby for a mercenary. Not at all, they're hardly ever seen altogether. I gave you 8 clues. If there are at least 6 out of 8, you shouldn't have any doubts that a rebel in disguise is in front of you. Fight him without any pity, but if there are fewer signs, don't attack. I don't want innocent souls to suffer. Now head towards the lands of Kleinensee and look carefully at everybody who comes from the west and from the north. It will be most convenient if you stand on the crossroads near St. Wendelin's chapel, but try to notice travelers from afar and be the first to approach them, otherwise for all I know you may miss someone. Okay. So we've been given quite a laundry list of clues to watch out for there. I'm taking the one that says they don't bunch up to mean that it's very unlikely there's 2 groups in a row that are... would you guys just stop interrupting me? That it's sort of maybe unlikely that 2 groups in a row are mercenaries, at least coming from the same direction. Okay, let's go through the checklist. They don't take women. They appear in groups no bigger than 8. They often dress as peasants or monks. They appear even at night when no honest men travel. They hurry. They don't cluster together and keep some distance. Their accent are usually those of Westfalen. They hide their faces when speaking. Okay, so I guess we'll have to wait until midday to get this started and see if we can notice the first group coming in. Right, okay, we have midday achieved, and there seem to be some peasants coming from that direction. I'm guessing that's one of the groups, or right, what do we have on the map? We have peasants. No, we have peasants coming from... What? there's a group of peasants as well. But they have women with them. So that's probably not going to be the group we want. Who are these guys though? Oh, they are. That's them. I just was reading the map the wrong way around, as usual. It's kind of weird. I don't usually have a problem with map orientation, but in this game it sometimes throws me because it's like your cone of vision sometimes rotates and... I don't know. It's... just... never mind. The oldest peasant addresses you and you notice an accent from Thuringia, which is common in these lands. Greetings, noble sir. How can we mere peasants serve you? If you want to collect the duty, we give it at the market while exiting, not entering. And now there's not much you can take from us, only honey and apples. You won't find anything sweeter elsewhere. Yeah, we'll let those guys pass. Continue along the road. Thank you for your parting wishes, noble sir. He's acquired a lisp while talking to us. Yeah, that's too many signs that aren't meshing with what we've been told. Now there's a merchant group. Let's see. Let's go to. Let's have them come to us and. Okay, so they're walking at the same pace as the peasant, from what I can tell. Or are they? Yeah, they are keeping the same distance, so they are not in a hurry. They are fewer people. Let's see how they respond to us. The merchant greets you, and you notice that he speaks like a man from Westphalen. Good day, knight. Why have you stopped me? I'm hurrying to the market. I'm gonna let this guy pass as well, mainly because we are supposed to look for 6 out of 8. These guys aren't dressed like peasants. He isn't looking down when he's talking to me, and it's not nighttime, so... You know, there's like the problem with that phrasing is like they often don't and they often do. It's kind of ambiguous in a way, but like they don't dress like peasants. Peasants or monks. They hurry, right? They don't hurry, and they don't hide their faces. So that's 3. That's basically 1 sign less than I need. The fact that they're not rushing. Okay, we have pilgrims. Now this could be something. Yeah, this is pretty much very likely a group that that matches the description. Let's see. The oldest of the monks bows to you, and the rest of the men also lower their heads and look at the ground so you can't see their faces. The monk starts talking and you easily identify his Barin accent. May God bless you, merciful knight. Why do you detain peaceful pilgrims who are in a hurry to find shelter by sunset? Okay, we'll attack these guys, because I have a feeling that is the first group of crooks. You may have noticed that I remember to mount up this guy before starting recording. And this should go fairly swimmingly. Let's throw an invigoration on this dude, because he's going to go into the fray and stab this guy. Let's also invigorate him, because he's going to do the same and probably take a hit. Oh, hang on. Well, okay. You do that then. I don't have an invigorate for you though, so best watch yourself. Let's take this guy down and see if they give up. They do, okay. So this should be the first group that actually matches the description, I would believe. Right, let's pass some more time and see who else appears. Those peasants are forces of Daniel, I think. Okay, there's some trams coming our way. What are you? You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They don't dress like peasants. They walk quickly. The group is too big. They don't dress like peasants or monks. Let's see what their accent is. That would clinch the deal. Having noticed you, the tramps try to run away and avoid your gaze. Some of them cover their faces with pieces of cloth. Their leader addresses you and you hear a common accent of Thüringen. Greetings, knight. What do you want from us? Who are you and why are you hanging out on the road at night? And most importantly, why are you afraid of looking me in the eye? We're common people. We lost our homes because of discord and raids. That's why we're earning our living how we can. We don't have much choice when to walk at night or in the daytime, and it's better not to show our faces to noblemen too often. We learned that as well. You're going to Treva, aren't you? What have you lost here? What have you lost here is an interesting turn of phrase. I don't think that exists in English as an idiom. Does it? It does exist in German. Was habt ihr hier verloren? Like, what are you looking to accomplish? But I don't know. I've never encountered this in English. We're going to Windfell through these lands. We hope to find some work in the city. There are I almost read that as furries. There are furries and butchers among us. That would change the meaning of this sentence dramatically. There are furriers and butchers among us. And we don't have to get used to sharpening knives and axes. Where else should we go if not the city? You may pass. Although you look like cutthroats, you haven't done anything bad yet. And even if you have, well, I don't know anything about it, so I can't punish you. Be on your way. Well, that is good to hear. Yeah, it's... In the context of this quest, it doesn't really work. I mean, the guy is labeled as a bandit, but he's not a... He doesn't really fit the description. Yeah, okay, join me, buddy. Why not? I noticed that the guy is actually laying a debuff on our priest. Oh, right. One other thing is that they were following the other party that we took down immediately, which also means they clustered up, so I'm pretty sure that that doesn't work as well, and I think that might be... A small group of monks is dragging themselves among the... Oh, okay, with the hurry it's probably if it's mentioned in here. A small group of monks is dragging themselves along the high road. There are no carts with them, only one mule piled high with their belongings. Their weariness is evident in the way they are dragging their feet. Let's see. The monks bow in front of you so low that you see their tonsils but not their faces. One of the monks addresses you and you clearly notice the Bahrain accent. Merciful knight, may God save you from misfortune and illness, but why do you stop tired travelers? We've been walking all day, we're run off our legs and we want to reach shelter. I beg you not to detain us, we wish to enjoy sleep under the roof of an inn. We'll attack them. I think the group size is enough, and the time of day at which they're traveling is also not... Oh god, the game just crashed. Well, I'll be right back. I wanted to mention that the time of day they're traveling is also a bit of a giveaway, but this crash is somewhat unfortunate, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I just missed the ghost, so let's see if that changes something. Bit of an unfortunate constellation, since it's kind of cool to have a ghost, but if the ghost ghosts the game, then there's nothing much to be said for keeping him around. Bit unfortunate, really. I think this is the first major stability issue I have encountered with the game, where it's just not a one-time thing but actually reproducible. I'm not sure what might cause this. Maybe it's the ghost's ability. Okay, they have fallen down, and I guess we'll go back to the crossroads. And yeah, let me just check the laundry list. Maybe these guys have been a mistake. But I don't think so. They didn't have women, the group wasn't bigger than 8. They were traveling at nighttime, they were dressed as monks. They weren't hurrying, but their accent was fitting, so I think this is one of the groups we had to take on out. Let's see if there's any other coming. There's some travelers. And they have women with them. A company of merry travelers is walking along the high road singing folk songs. Some not only miss some of the words, but their steps as well. They don't seem to be in a hurry and they move in a disorganized mess. Yeah, I'd be very, very surprised. So let's talk to them. See what they have to say. When you approach them, the travelers stop singing and start vying with each other in telling jokes and talking. You hear very different accents from Thüringen, Westfalen and Ripuar? I have no idea what that is. Hey, greetings to you, traveler. Would you like to join us and reach Windfeld with us? Possibly not. He seems to be coming from there rather than going there. It looks like he's sick and tired of the fruits of life that this city generously gives people and is now hurrying to his wife. You're both wrong. I'm protecting the road through Treva. Who are you and where are you heading? We're all honest people, poets, healers and scientists. And of course our sweet girls are with us, and we're going very far, to Charles University in Prague. It goes without saying we won't avoid visiting Windfeld. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you. You sound like fun. When you approach them... What? No, I'm not approaching them. I'm genuinely not Oh, come on. Please. Please, game, don't do this to me. You're being a huge pain in the ass right now. They are triggering this dialogue on their own. I'm not talking to them. And that was potentially the most annoying thing I've experienced in this game in a while. Holy crap! Damn, this whole way the AI troops initiate dialogue with you is sometimes pretty irritating, since they just tend to stop you on the road with no good reason. And yeah, I don't know. It's I guess it's a scripting thing, maybe, where the AI just has a check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9. Large group of peasants. They're walking discordantly, each at least a few paces apart from the next. They walk slowly. There's too many of them. Let's check their accent. Maybe we'll have to kill them anyway. When you approach, the peasant respectfully lower their heads so you can see their faces. The oldest of them addresses you and undoubtedly recognize a Bahrain accent. Okay, that does match 6 out of the 8, so I'm not going to take any chances there, I think. I wish you could help, and every happen is merciful night. Why do you stop us? We're peaceful travelers. Some of us are going for goods, others for work, and there's nothing to take from us at all. This might be a mistake, but better safe than sorry. I think they match 6 out of 8 at least. So I don't know. I guess in a weird way I kind of want to I kind of suspect that they're not all just dressing up as monks, so that's why I'm sort of going after these guys as well. It's like, you're wearing the wrong shirt, sorry about that. And it's not even red. Alrighty. Their archers are a bit annoying. Okay, you can go here. Moderately stunned, okay. Let's take you down. And we win. Interesting. Not sure what to make of that, but I think that might have been one of the groups that we had to take out. I guess I can at least justify it, since apart from... I think, yeah, apart from 2 of the indicators, they all kind of matched. And I think we're done with the patrol now, right? I mean, it's midday again, so... When will I know that the quest is done? Ah, that's all. The patrolling time has run out. It's time to get back to Daniel. Okay, okay, okay. We'll do that then. And we'll see what he has to say. I feel like stopping 3 groups is probably, like, it feels like the right number, so maybe we got the right ones. Right, let's see. So, here you are, Leonard. Well, I should say, you really worked hard. This time, less riffraff than usual got into my lands, and here's your reward. No idea if that means we were successful or not, but... Okay, we don't want to talk about the assault quite yet, and we don't want to mess with the other guy quite yet. I think we want to go to Ingalrada and have a word about the water that we found from the Well of Stars. So just to see what her reaction is, what the next step in this quest is gonna be. Sorry, I was just looking whether there was any more healing potions to be had, since I've used a couple. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, now... Stefan von Waldensee captured your building horns. Okay, so the AI keeps respawning troops. I've brought the water. What's next? Let's hear it. The witch takes the jug and lights a smoking candle. For some time you watch the flickering flame dance in the reflection of the water. Water remembers everything. Immortality is an exchange, and it seems the water will only grant immortality upon the death of another. Well, that doesn't sound so good. It seems only you can place a spell on the water. First of all, 3 days in a row at sunset you must wash your hands in this water, and let the blood of your foes be on your hands every time. The water will wash it, and remember it. If you don't manage to do this at least once every evening, you will need to start all over again. But that is not all. During these 3 days you mustn't set foot in a Christian temple or on holy ground. If it happens, you'll have to start the rite from the beginning. Get started in the morning when the sun is high enough. When the water is enchanted, bring it to me. Then I will tell you what to do next. Do you really think, Ingelrada, that I will undertake to do this devilish rite? I am no pagan. There is no other way to get to the apple tree by the roads of this world, and you won't be able to fly to it. You don't have any wings, only one feather, and even this feather has a black mark upon it. Leave. Come back after you have completed the rite. 3 days and 3 nights is all it should take. Okay, so if I'm interpreting this correctly, we have to get into fights 3 times on 3 consecutive days, and at each evening of the day we have to wash our hands. No, you stay away, please. And okay, so okay, that that kind of explains why. Who are you? Oh, you're the Forest Brotherhood. That kind of explains why there aren't any buildings outside of churches on this map that can actually heal you. It's probably a constraint because of that quest, since they don't want you to actually cheese it. So now I'll have to buy even more potions, and hopefully we'll be able to do this somehow. I mean, on the other hand, realistically speaking, I can think of a few ways around this. For one, you could like hang out closer to inns and you could hire mercenaries if your regular troops run out, or you could just have beasts like Heinrich with you and not ever have to worry about this. I think we'll make a start of this, so we'll wait until the sun comes up and then jump one of these gangs, but I guess we'll have to sort of space ourselves a little and have to pass some time here, because as much as I'd love to kick everyone's ass on this map in one day, I have to space it out on 3. Let's see, the sun should be up in a minute. Let's see if there's any trigger for this, or if it just means that we can get going. Not sure actually. 8 o'clock. Let's wait. Okay, he says something. The sun is high in the sky. I can start the rite. I must defeat at least one enemy. Yes, and I must remember not to enter any church. Okay. One enemy I think I can do. There was one Flavius Angsten in this building that we should be able to take down quite handily. Right, there we go. I think we've already killed that guy. Okay, you wait and you open up the road into the back. Okay, we have defeated an enemy. I guess that works. So we'll collect our income, and I think that's Let's just advance time until the until sundown and see if Heinrich has a new dialogue for that. I'm also kind of curious whether there will just be continuously troops coming this way to capture the mansion. It's a bit of a like, I'm not gonna say a time waster quest, but at least there's not much else you can do during the days because you don't really have a way to heal your troops back up other than potions. Well, today I've spilled human blood. I shall rinse my head in the jar. My hands in the jar, not my head. Sorry. Although the evening sunlight has warmed the jar, the water is bitterly cold. It looks like it truly has absorbed the light of the stars. Pale shimmers swirl in the water. Okay, that's one evening down. So I guess now we'll have to pass into nighttime, and probably our friendly ghost will say hello again. I don't think I want to summon him. The problem with the ghost is that he's reducing the willpower of any preacher character on the map, and we have one. I'm not sure if the ghost actually merits lowering the willpower of our preacher, but I mean, it's cool to have. It doesn't really fit the troop we're running with. It would probably be better if we were running a mystic build and were carrying around a few witches and whatnot. Okay, we're approaching morning again. Let's see how this is going to pan out. I guess around 9 we should be reaching the point where Heinrich feels comfortable to go on his killing spree again. The sun is high enough, etc, etc. And there's our first group of enemies. Let's, well... Who are we going after? You guys are presenting a target there. Hello. Okay, let's write them down. Yeah, they'll do a bit of damage, but nothing too serious. Let's kill 2. 49, 44. This is probably going to hurt you a little bit, but it'll hurt him more. Now we have the healer. We'll invigorate this guy so he can step up and not go down in health. And who do we have now? Okay, let's invigorate you as well. I think now he's up, but he should be able to take this guy down. And he will take a hit though, probably, won't he? Yeah, he does. Oh well, we do have potions with us. That's not really a problem. This invigoration works out. Okay, oh god, really? This is such a shame. Well... might as well just let him lie. But I don't know. We'll see how our potion situation is, I guess. Okay, Heinrich, you go and bash a head in. Okay, he barely did any damage to you. Are you gonna give up? You are going to give up. Okay, he took 2 wounds. Let's retreat back into the mansion. And I guess we'll... a whopping 8... Hello, inventory, please open after I press the key 2 times already. Thank you. Let's give him a regeneration potion. And a healing salve that should get back on his feet. Right, and now we have 1 more day to rinse and repeat. Literally rinse in the evening and repeat in the morning. And then hopefully we'll have done with this bit. I'm kind of curious what the crystal apple will ultimately do for us, or if we even can find it. I mean, there's still the whole thing with the forest king to consider, which is some sort of... Okay, I spilled human blood today, etc, etc, that's good. Well, that's not good, but it's conducive to the quest. But yeah, this is sort of the supernatural map, in a way, case in point. Where we actually suddenly run into all sorts of werewolves and vampires and ghosts and whatnot. I mean, they did make a showing in the previous chapters already, but not quite in this density. So, I'm kind of curious whether we get to meet the Forest King, maybe. That would be kind of cool. Trying to pinpoint which legend the Forest King might actually be taken from, but I can't really think of any Waldkönig or whatever in German, so it's probably not a word-for-word translation. It probably does exist in some sort of mythological fashion, but I can't really pinpoint which one it might be. Okay, Heinrich, say your thing. You know, it's coming on killing o'clock. There we go. Thank you very much. Is there anyone in there? No. Anyone in there? No. Okay. How about you? Yeah, we'll go after you. You look like easy targets. Howdy. And there we go. 81. And 0. And there you are. It's nice that he can actually, like, even at his low level, contribute like a one-shot killing move. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we got the crossbow side of things taken care of. Let's throw an Invigorate out on him. And the next one goes on our spearman. Alright, there we are. You get invigorated. Everyone gets invigorated. You go for the crossbow man, I think. That seems like a good bet. I really want this guy to level up because I want him to carry a shield and be like the overall badass that the battle priest was in our previous playthrough, or not the previous playthrough, in the previous map. How far away is he anyway? Not that far actually, 30 more experience points, and we have a battle monk again, which I very much approve of. We also have another healer. Now we need one more on these two, and then we're a complete ass-kicking machine again. Let's not accidentally go into a chapel or into a church. We might actually go and take out the brigands now that I think of it. Yeah. They're annoying me. Come on. Stand still. Stand still, lads. I know you keep respawning, but I keep kicking your ass because it's nice for leveling my troops. A 1 and a 2 and a 3. Go. Lovely. Yeah, this is over pretty quick, I should think. Guess the chieftain gets a poke. And... oh, he's actually counterattacking. Well, not a big deal. Oh, hey. You're actually doing damage. Monk, go there and, you know, just lay down the law with your mace. I'm actually taking away targets for Heinrich here. That's a bit... She's invigorating herself, is she? Oh well. Be my guest. Okay. I guess Heinrich goes and kills this guy and then maybe they'll give up. Yeah? No? Maybe? Yes, you will. Okay. And we got a level on Poldi. He is now a much better footballer than he was before. Okay, what do we want to do? We never had a pikeman or like a lancer. That would actually be kind of cool. I mean, heavy infantry is pretty cool as well, but... maybe we should go for pikemen. Yeah, let's do that. Mainly because I think they can attack from the... aren't they able to attack from the second row, or... did I get that wrong? A unit armed with a spear attacks an enemy unit that moves into a hex beside him. Oh no, okay. But they're pretty... I think the next level of them attacks from the back row or something. Like the upgrade. We'll see. Alright, so there's that, and hopefully we'll have... is it evening soon? Yeah, it's almost... and we're close to the forest hut, so let's pass the time until you put hand in the jar again. It doesn't seem to be so bitterly cold anymore. Well, the rite is complete. I can take the water to the witch. and that's exactly what we're gonna do. But we're gonna do this next time since we have been running on for a little bit. So I thank you very much for watching, I'll catch you then, and bye for now.